We'll look over that again later. Yeah. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No. Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially the last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school.
It's man to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This is so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah.
The next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it.
Hello, Zed. Having a good day so far?
Yeah.
Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. I don't like that. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Zed. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. It's that sort of barrier that we all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I had Monica my poem.
I like this one. You didn't even read it yet, damn it. Fucking liar. It makes me think something Sayori would like.
Is that so? You want
Sayori are good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common.
Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different.
Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you would think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem.
You sure you're not reading into it too much?
I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Yuri's writing has a kind of gentle feel to it. Fuck Sayori. This right here is what I'm talking about. I called her Yuri. My bad. I can't tell that she likes exploring the emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too?
Yeah, that's totally unexpected.
Well, each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I love to see you try new things. The best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So you don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, that's 'cause I have to sound confident. Yes, that is it. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know.
I see. Well, let's read it then.
I'm not gonna lie. So my recording thing is right here, and I can't move that. So I'm gonna guess this says something about hole in wall or something like that. A hole in wall. I don't know. It couldn't have been me. See the direction? The spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor. An angry boyfriend I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It wasn't too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. Oh shit. Is it hole in wall? Is it just hole in wall? I think it's okay. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. God? So what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
Oh, it's okay. Yes, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When I performed out loud, it can be really powerful. I know I added a Y in there. It wasn't supposed to go in there, but I said it anyway, because I fucking can.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Oh. Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. I'd rather be coming on strongly than strongly coming on. Wait. That don't make any sense. Who cares?
Maybe after everyone's better...
Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen on the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
I wonder who I should choose next. Oh yeah, I guess I gotta choose Yuri. What the hell are you looking like that for?
Hmm.
Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading.
Oh. So sorry. I forgot to start speaking. Uh.
It's fine, don't force yourself.
I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah. What do you ask?
I'm just asking a bit. I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it.
Damn, that's really fucking cold.
No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm sorry.
Yuri buries her face in her hands. I can help us in several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical for new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I can recognize as new writers is that you try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. The end result is that both style and expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, if your demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most difficult part. It might take some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. Holy shit, this is a long ass episode. I always hope that everyone else in the club gives you a valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though.
Biased how?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. I'm sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily of the rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club?
Oh shit, I don't know what that says. Okay.
Lost under the light. Host under... I don't fucking know what that letter is. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street lights have withstood the test of time. The last, yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Okay. That was pretty good.
I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting.
What?
What?
I wasn't taking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem.
Yeah, it's good.
Even though it's short, it's really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's the first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghost, Yuri?
Actually, this story isn't about a ghost at all, Zed.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
I suppose you did only glance over it after all.
But remember that poets often I didn't think that shit was about ghosts at all.
What the fuck is he talking about?
Whatever. Flickers and experiences in their work.
Fuck. Flickers and experiences in their work. But they usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. Yeah, see? And soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying.
I'm counting on you.
Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. It was a little more stressful than I anticipated, and if everyone's judging me for my mediocre writing ability. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poem can stand up to theirs. It's a literature club. I'm not gonna do that because I am tired. I guess that's why I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. I generally exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective opinions. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language?
Yeah?
Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns to the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess
you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Uh-huh. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple of suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. So I liked it. I fucked up, but, yeah. And Zed did too. So based on that, I gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all,
Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And did like my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki sadly stands up.
Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress a new member, Yuri.
Huh? That's not what I... You're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Zed appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours.
Oh, how do you know you didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you just that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Ooh.
Is everyone okay?
Well, you know what? I wasn't the one with Boo's magically grew size bigger as soon as that started showing up.
Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little... I can't do both of those. This doesn't involve you. That was my attempt. I'm sorry. Racist motherfuckers. Okay. I don't like you guys fighting.
Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there.
Zed. She's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it. If she can get over herself and learn to understand that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making all my poems ever all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out of the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Zed.
Oh, fuck, am I gonna have to choose? I don't want to choose. Well, wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning that most effectively. Avoiding them is not only an unnecessary limiting yourself, it is also a waste. You understand that, right, Zed? Well?
How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I crew with will probably think more highly of me. Help me, Saori! Natsuki glances at me, drawing up any words I had in my mouth. So, instead I turned to Yuri. But Yuri's expression is so defensive that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Saori. Yeah. Everyone's fighting who's making Saori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this?
Zed.
Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her.
I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict.
Yeah, unless Saori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being.
She would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place.
Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes you.
Stop! Natsuki, Yuri. You guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people. And I love them because of the differences. Natsuki's problems of poems. They're amazing because they give you so many feelings in just a few words.
And yet,
And his poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting?
Because
Well, also, Natsuki is cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And your moves are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful.
Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression.
I'll make some tea.
Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down, a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president. I whisper to Monica. She nods in return.
To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that kind of thing embarrasses me.
Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either.
Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she?
You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing.
I see. Take good care of her, okay? Would hate to see her get herself hurt.
That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiled sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get a chance to talk to her a little more.
Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you feel about sharing poems? It was lots of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it.
it was alright. Well, mostly.
Zane, what about you?
Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk with everyone.
Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Oh, fuck, no, I didn't mean that. And maybe you learn something from your friends, too, so your poems will turn out even better.
I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job expressing those I want to impress. And not to myself with new found determination.
Zan, ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. I truly have been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier.
What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just want your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you.
You know, Zed, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too.
That's...
Every day is going to be so much fun.
Long ass video. Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's do this.
Okay. And with that, that'll be the end of episode 2. And this one's so long, I'll probably have to split this up into 2 sections, which is pretty disappointing for me. I didn't want to have to do that. Okay. Alright, with that being said, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye!